Erik Jesberger standing alongside head coach and general manager Jason Binkley ahead of tonight's season series finale against the Adirondack Thunder. And coach, you come into tonight on a 6-game point streak, winners in 5 of those 6. Ultimately, it's going to be another great one to close out a homestand. What are you looking for in tonight and looking to handle the Thunder this time around?
We have to bring our work ethic, and that's what's really helped us over the last 6 games and really helped us since January 1st. And you look back at the start of the year, the beginning of the year, a lot of young players, a lot of inexperienced players, especially at the pro level, that we've had to teach and nurture and get them to the point where they are now. And give credit to those players for taking these steps and taking the strides to become better hockey players, because it's really been on them for their performance and it's been on them for the outcomes that we've been getting. But to have our success continue, it has to strive from our work ethic. We have to manage pucks. We have to communicate out there. We have to stay physical, just simple things that we talk about each and every day. And the thing that I tell them most is the hardest part about your job as a hockey player is to do the same thing every day to the best of your ability. Because there's days you're tired, there's days you're sore, there's days you don't feel good, there's days you have to sit on the bus for 6, 7, 8 hours, right? And it's hard. And to find that motivation, to find that consistency, they've all had to learn. So now that we've kind of taken some steps in the right direction and we come down the stretch of our regular season, we just have to keep driving that home, that these are the standards, these are what we expect from you guys, these are what you should expect from yourselves and each other, and we just have to keep harping on that to make sure we get the right outcomes.
A standard that's been found since the calendar flip, now points in 18 of 23 since January 1st. You also found yourself with an exciting addition yesterday. The return of Ivan Mongo was told to tell a friend because it's an exciting time amongst the organization. Just speaking on what the process will be for him getting onto the ice yesterday for the first time, on the ice once again today. What will that outlook be for Mongo here in the coming days, and looking forward to a hopeful return soon?
Well, first and foremost, we're happy to have him back. A welcome addition, especially at this time of the year where he can really help get us over the hump, potentially, I guess maybe this is the phrase to use. But, obviously everybody knows who Mongo is, the fans, the community, the teams in our division know who he is. To have him sustain an injury there at the end of summer training and to not have him all year has been disappointing. But now that he's back, now that he's cleared all that stuff, we just kind of have to ramp him back up into game shape here over the next couple days. We're not going to be having him in the lineup at all this week. Just to help him with his conditioning and everything to get back into shape. But, the idea is once he's ready to go, once he's, fully back up to speed with everything, with our systems, with his skating, with his puck handling, with everything, then he's going to be in the lineup and he's going to help contribute to this team down the home stretch.
Todd, amongst your team leaders in goals last season, had an exciting one in his return back, and the boys were quite fired up on the ice for Mongo's goal yesterday. Coach, back to tonight and looking at an Adirondack team which has a disparity for that 4th and final coveted playoff spot. You guys outside of it by 3 points, Adirondack 18. It's a large differential, but as you've preached all season long, it's another team that stands in your way of your aspirations and playing beyond game number 72 and into June. What will be that message, and once again preached here tonight against a Thunder team?
Well, I'd probably have to start with saying I don't think we've beat them at home yet this year, right? So that's first and foremost should be at the forefront of our minds, and that's kind of been the reality of our second half here is we need to protect home ice. And with an Adirondack team that, is sitting where they are, they still work extremely hard. They still will show up here to tonight and compete and work and be physical and be everything that Adirondack normally is. And that's what we've tried to preach and show to the players through film and practice and whatnot this week. But we have to worry more about ourselves than what's going on around us. If we start looking at who's below us, who's above us, if we start looking at all the point standings, which it's easy to do, you can very easily get lost in it, it's not going to help anybody. We have to stick to the course of what we've been doing. We have to focus on ourselves because we control our own destiny. We have to be the ones that create our own success. We can't sit here and rely on everybody else. For a team like Adirondack, it's a division game. The rest of them are division games, so everything matters, everything's important. And yes, this is the last time we see them this season, but like I just said, we haven't beat them at home. So that should be the first and foremost motivation for us here tonight. But not only that is to hopefully get another 2 points in the standings and move our way up here with a win tonight.
Absolutely, Coach. Thank you for the time, and best luck tonight.
Thanks.